Hello everyone. What I thought I'd do is just share with you the mark scheme for the 6-mark question that I sent you out the other day. If you have not sent me your answer, please still do, and don't watch this video any further. I will be sending those of you who have sent their answer through to me a mark out of 6 by your personal email at some point over the next day or so. But in the meantime, while you are waiting for that, I want you to green pen your answer. Now, just to remind you of the question was to explain in detail how you would test gingerbread biscuit for the presence of starch, sugar and protein, and it was a 6-mark question. Now the points that you're looking to hit are the below 6 here. So basically it's the name of the chemical followed by what the result would look like. So if you're testing for starch, we're using iodine. The results are going to be blue, black for a positive result and brown for a negative result. To test for protein, we use Biuret's, and a positive result was purple, a negative result was blue. To test for sugars, we use Benedict's, and you need to heat it. A positive test is green or orange, and a negative is blue. Now, lots of people were really good at recalling those, but when there's a 6-mark question, we actually have to write it in a bit more of an English style than a science style. So when it's a lot of marks available, we want to write our answer in a paragraph. We want it to have good English, so grammatically correct, it makes sense, there's full stops in the right places, things like that. We also want it to have something called flow. So you should be able to read it out loud, and it kind of, one sentence flows nicely into the other. It has a logical order, it leads on in a logical way. Now, that's the point that I think a lot of people were struggling with. 6-mark answer, you should be writing a small paragraph. Lots of people are sending me 1 or 2 lines. Okay, so remember, in this type of question, in order to get 6 marks, you don't only have to make all of the points, but you kind of have to fluff it up a bit and make it good, proper English. So think about using the skills you learnt in your English lessons. Okay, now I'm just going to read you out my idea of a perfect answer. Now yours does not have to be the same word for word to be right, but it just gives you an idea about how to turn this into a paragraph. So I'm going to read it out to you. It's one that I've written that includes everything but all of those connective words as well. And then I want you to try and green pen your answer afterwards and edit it to see if you can make it a little bit more flowy. So my answer was, if you wanted to test a gingerbread biscuit for the presence of starch, sugar and proteins, there are 3 different tests you can do. Firstly, to test for starch, you would add 2 to 3 drops of the chemical iodine to the biscuit. If the biscuit turns a blue-black colour, then it is a positive result and there is starch present. However, if it stays brown, it is a negative result, no starch. The second test you can do is for proteins. Add 2 to 3 drops of the chemical Biuret solution to the biscuit. If the biscuit turns purple colour, then it is a positive result and there is protein present. However, if it stays blue, it is negative, no protein. Finally, to test for sugars, add 2 to 3 drops of Benedict's reagent and heat it up. If the biscuit turns green or orange, there is sugar present. However, if it remains blue, there is no sugar present. Now, what I want you to do again is go through your answer, tick where you think you would have got one of these points, okay? If you've missed some of them out, add them in, but most importantly, can you change yours into a better, well-structured paragraph?